My name is Jocelyn DeHaas. I'm from the Montana Association for the Blind. We've been around for 77 years, and I think we're the best kept secret in Montana. And we really shouldn't be, because we do great stuff. So, who am I? I'm the executive director, and I became involved with the MAB back when my father lost his sight. We have a hereditary eye disease in the family called retinitis pigmentosa, and he lost his sight when I was a late teenager. And it was a scary time. He was depressed. He lost his job because it was before ADA. He, a lot of his friends sort of vanished. And I really thought he was suicidal. He probably wasn't, but I was, a kid. I was scared. But then he found the Montana Association for the Blind Summer Orientation Program, and it really saved his life. And so that's something that I have also dedicated my life to. The mission of the MAB is to promote social and economic self-sufficiency of blind and low vision Montanans through quality education, learning, training, and employment services and opportunities, and to foster a positive understanding of blindness. Our vision is of a Montana in which blindness is perceived to be an ordinary and respectable part of life, and in which the skills and tools of blindness are readily available to all who may benefit from them. We envision an environment in which blind and low vision Montanans have ample and equal opportunities to learn, to achieve, and to contribute in our homes, communities, and nation and state. I forgot state. So our programs, we have 9 local chapters that meet monthly to learn and fellowship. We don't have any up there in the northeast part of the state where you all are. So we have whoops, it isn't there. We have an at-large chapter that meets monthly by telephone, and that is to reach out to people in rural communities. We also have 2 loan programs, the Memorial Loan Fund and the Elder Blind Loan Lease Program, that enable visually impaired people to get no interest loans to buy equipment or have training. And equipment can run anywhere from very inexpensive to very, very expensive. So we want to help. We have the Emil Honka Scholarship for visually impaired students who want to attend college. And we had our annual convention. It says this year in Billings, but it was in Bozeman this year. Our big program is our summer orientation program, of which I am also the director. And this is a picture of our students and staff members from this past year. We held it in Helena, or see, now I'm all flustered. I don't know where anything is. We held it in Great Falls. And some of the classes, one is orientation and mobility. So learning to walk with a white cane, learning to orient yourself when you walk into a new environment. Activities for daily living. And this class covers all those little things that we have to do every day, like hygiene, how to wash your hair, how to brush your teeth, how to get toothpaste onto the toothbrush when you can't see and not onto the rest of the bathroom. Um, Shopping. The person here is using something called a pen friend, which is reading what's in the can to them. A lot of things are covered in this class. We have computer classes and technology classes. It used to be that computer classes were sort of the number one draw, but now more and more it's technology because these little smartphones that we have can do amazing things. And some of the apps you can get are free that magnify or read things or even help navigate. So last year, I think 35% of our students took computer class and 70% took the technology class. Cooking, Braille, low vision equipment. And low vision equipment can be from a simple magnifier to what they've got there is a closed circuit TV or a CCTV that has the printed matter below it with a camera aimed at it, and it's projecting it up on the screen. And some of those can even read, a voice will read out what's on the screen. This is a model that has the camera sort of at the top. It's that kind of gray boxy thing, and it can be turned to different angles. I know women who use it to put on their makeup in the morning. Sewing classes. I don't have pictures of woodworking, but we have woodworking class as well. Craft class. She's making soap here. On the weekends, we go out and have fun. We did a horse encounter with Eagle Mount. Eagle Mount is another nonprofit. It works with people with disabilities and different activities. And then the other picture is hiking. And you can see them using their canes on that little bridge. So what is it we do? Well, we transform lives. And it's really exciting to see in just a month people's lives transformed. One of my longtime staff members says that people come in like scared little bunny rabbits and fly out like eagles. And they really do. You see a growth in not only the skills, but confidence. Another thing that's very important, that's not a class, is they see that they're not different or lacking, that they can be, they have good role models because a lot of my staff is blind. And so they see what they can become. They see they're not the only ones facing whatever problem it is. One lady last year said her favorite thing was if she walked into a wall, everybody laughed. Now think about that. If you saw a blind person walk into a wall, you wouldn't laugh. You would probably sort of, oh dear, are you okay? Or be silent, but feel kind of scared and nervous. Oh, they shouldn't have done that. Oh, they're blind. Oh, but everybody laughs because we all do it. Every single one of us has walked into walls. So another exciting thing about the program is that the MAB pays for room and board and training. So people don't don't bankrupt themselves coming to it. A lot of people are older, a lot of people on fixed incomes, or getting SSSI. And, this room and board for a month is expensive, training on top of that. We pay about $5,000 per student, and we're happy to do that. This year, we had our first OPW, or orientation program workshop, over kind of in your neck of the woods, over in Glendive. Now, the first OPWs started during COVID because we couldn't have our big program. So I did little one-day ones around the state, and just 3 teachers and 3 or 4 students so we could properly socially distance. And they were good, but they weren't long enough. So we are starting a program of having more of these OPWs. And our first one, our first week-long program, was over in Glendive this past summer. We had 6 students from Eastern Montana, and actually, we had 2 couples there. The visually impaired husband and the sighted wife. This was something that we've wanted to do for a long time, is work with family members, because the whole family is affected when somebody loses their sight. We had a modified SOP program, so we taught orientation and mobility and ADL, that activities for daily living, and technology and computer. So just manageable for a week. It was a great success, and we would love to do it again. We're talking about different places in Montana to go. If there is a desire for us to come back to Eastern Montana, we're very happy to do that. One nice thing about the week-long program is that it's not as scary as leaving home for a month, and it's more manageable than leaving home for a month. It's hard to leave your home for a month. And so these week-long programs are very, very good that way. So if you have any questions, please contact me. I'd be happy to talk to you about any of our programs. I have 2 phone numbers. My main cell that I use is a 505 number, New Mexico. And then I have a Montana one as well. Or you can email me, mab.sop15@yahoo.com. And our webpage is www.mabsop.org. And thank you. Thank you for inviting me to come. That's the summer orientation program.
Okay.
And then we were calling the orientation program workshops mini SOPs, but some of them weren't in the summer. So we went to orientation program workshop. It is in Great Falls. We rent space at the Ursuline Center, which is a former Catholic girls' school. And it's not any longer. They rent it out for different events. After us, there was a group of women fly fishing that was coming in. And so we just rent space there, and we're able to use their dormitories for the students and then have classrooms there as well. This
for
year
this
we
program?
had 26,
Oh,
which
wow.
was kind of a bumper crop. We usually have about 20. They can come back for 2 years. Um, if we let people come back more, they would, but it begins to be a little bit like summer camp, and we have to have room for the new people who want to come in. Most of our, well, we only have adults at our program because of insurance. And so a lot of them are older adults. With people living longer, we have a lot more macular degeneration and glaucoma and diabetes, people losing their sight to those things. And then there are people like me with hereditary eye disease. That is a struggle. Like I say, we're kind of the best kept secret in Montana. Other very well kept secrets are the state blind and low vision services. And see, for out where you are, it would be the Great Falls office, but they will come out to people's homes and give them some training. Unfortunately, it's, maybe they can come once a month and they can give equipment and do a training. They they support us and recommend people to come to our program because they can get more concentrated training. But it's a support that also people don't know about. Most of our funding comes from fundraising. We do get a little bit of funding from the state, and we have a endowment account that a lady 20 years ago left us some money, and we draw the interest off of that, and sometimes have to go into the principal, which is not good, but we work to keep this program running all year round. All year I'm doing fundraising for it. Okay, that would be great. Right now, it's kind of a quiet time. I'm doing some grant writing, and we are talking about having a statewide beef raffle again because that was very, very good for us. A good moneymaker.